Hi class. This week we were tasked with looking through JSTOR to examine 3 different articles on our dissertation topic of interest. Sticking with women's war efforts, I want to discuss a different war with you. I want to look at the Jacobite Rebellion, which took place in Scotland in 1745. The first topic that I want to explore with you, or the first article I might add, is going to be Flora MacDonald by B.J. Ramage, which was published in 1894. So this one was really interesting. For context, it is an oral history review of Miss Flora MacDonald and how she saved Bonnie Prince Charlie, or Prince Charles Stuart. So for methodology and sources, unfortunately, it's an oral history from the 1800s. There was not much to go off of there. There was on the first or second page a footnote that did say the writer does not give due acknowledgement to, and then it lists 4 sources. I'm hoping someone can give me an actual reasoning to this. Was this something that maybe was added later on for the review? I'm not quite sure. That was very interesting. Maybe someone can give me some feedback on that. Nonetheless, that was really, really interesting. First time I've came across that one. The second article that I want to discuss with you guys today is called Telling Her Story of War, Challenging Gender Bias at Culloden Battlefield Visitor Center. This one was by Nicole Dufell. In summer 2011 was when it was published. So this one was by Miss Nicole, who worked at the Visitor Center. She proposed a temporary exhibit to the National Scottish Trust where she would show female efforts of the Jacobite Rising. So how the females had participated in financial raises, how they raised efforts for the rebellion, how they promoted the rebellion, how they helped getting enlistments to the rebellion. And then she did her quantitative and qualitative data. So this was really fascinating. Her sources were there as far as primary and secondary sources, but overall it was really fascinating. She did have her receptives as far as females being there and showing more engagement versus the males. In her conclusion, she did say that it was not received very, very well. It was not a positive experience that she had hoped. However, she did state that she did see it as a growth experience for academia, and she cannot say without further research why it was a failed experience. But in the end, she was proud that she had taken place, because she does see it as a positive research experience. The last article that I want to discuss with you guys is called Experience and Expectations in the Transformation of the Highland Gentlewoman, 1680 to 1820, by Stana Nadatic. This one was very fascinating because it does highlight the overall clan system, talking about feudism and the way that the Highland clans had worked, and how the women amongst the Highland clans had worked, and why they were not really discussed during the Jacobite Rebellion. So I think this was really fascinating because the way that the primary sources were utilized were through the National Archives of Scotland, and this was through diaries, through land papers, and this was very important when looking at this time because, again, I think going back to the second article, we do highlight a lot of when going to Culloden, and if you've ever been, you understand, is that you only picture Outlander. And so you don't think, about the women, but actually when Culloden happened, they murdered the other families as well. So again, I will see you all next week. Thank you for your time.